Hi there, this is Jeanette, and today's video features some Easter treat bags that I created. This was sort of on a whim. I created them very quickly, and I thought I would share with you how I did it because these are super cute for Easter, but you can use them for birthdays, for showers, for any occasion where you want to give a little treat to somebody. So the stamp set I'm using is from Fawn. It's called Chirpy Chirp. I believe it's from last year. So I have some Bristol Strathmore paper loaded up on my MISTI here, and I'm just lining up the stamps that I want to use. And I will swing the arm down, and now I will ink them up with archival black ink. Now, because these stamps were brand new, this is the first time I'm using them, sometimes you don't get a great impression with clear stamps the first few times you use them. So that's why using the MISTI was really helpful to get that clear impression. So I'm going to be using Zig Clean Color Real Brush Markers. And since I discovered this new paper, if you've been watching my videos for a little bit, you'll know that I recently discovered this paper. This Bristol Strathmore paper is amazing with Zig markers. So I am just coloring everything with Zig markers these days. But you can see how beautifully it blends together. You don't get any watermarks. Really, really nice. The paper really facilitates the blending. So I have like all the colors that I'm using listed on the screen. The chicks are all colored with those same colors. You could switch it up if you wanted, but I really wanted them all the same color. And this 3 marker combination was really nice to get that sort of yellow, orangey yellow color. Just going to finish off the feet here. I didn't use any water to blend the beak or the feet, but you'll see that with the bodies of the little chicks that I am using the 3 colors, blending them sort of together, and then leaving a little bit of area white. And then what I do is I just take a dampened paintbrush and just blend away the rest. And you get that very, very soft, diffuse blending, and you get the light and the shadows, and it makes the coloring a little bit more realistic. I really like this little broken egg, the 2 stamps that make this little broken egg so cute, and coloring it up in sort of a light blue color. Really, really pretty. I want to put one of the little chicks sort of inside the egg like he's hatching. And I did stamp, you can see over on the side, I have another egg, just the outline of the egg. But the stamp set does come with like a solid egg that has sort of a little pattern in it. I did end up stamping that a little later on because I needed another egg for my treat bags, and that I just stamped with some ink and then went over it with some Zig marker. What I did was I scribbled the marker color onto a mounting block and then just picked it up with my paintbrush. That way I didn't get any ink onto the marker itself. So this one I'm just coloring up solid with 2 colors of green and just blending everything with a paintbrush. Once everything was painted and cut out, I decided to work on the treat bag. So I'm using this tote bag from Fawn, and I just showed you the circle die I used. It's from Mama Elephant. You can use really any circle die that fits within the treat bag. And then I pulled out some pattern paper. This is an old paper pack from Stampin' Up! That I had, but it had some really nice Easter colored paper. You're going to need 2 of the same pattern paper per treat bag. So sort of a back and front type of thing. So I'm cutting out 2. And then one of them, I'm going to take that circle so that I can cut out an aperture. So you just want to line it up there and then just make sure it stays where it's supposed to be, and then just run it through your big shot. So you just want to cut an aperture on one of those. I'm going to do the same thing with the pink paper. Now, my pattern paper has a definite sort of horizontal, vertical type of pattern on it. So you want to make sure if you're using something that does have a pattern that sort of runs across or up and down, you want to make sure that you place that die really centered and really even on the paper. Otherwise, it's going to look a little wonky when you're finished. I'm going to start assembling the little treat bags now. So the first thing you want to do is there's some score lines. You're going to want to fold those over and make them nice and crisp with the bone folder. You want to do this before you start assembling it. Then I took a little piece of spare acetate and I just cut it so that it would fit inside the inside of the treat bag. And I'm putting a little bit of adhesive down. Then I'll put some adhesive on all the tabs, and I'm going to show you how to put this together. It's really easy. You just sort of line up the tabs with the edges. I like to use the bone folder to sort of press down and make sure that adhesive is really secure. You do want to put a little bit inside that bottom piece so that it will all stick together. Once it's all nice and secure, just place your fingers on the sides and push inwards, and those score lines will fold nicely so you have that nice sort of folded bag look. Then I just took some of the same adhesive and started placing some of the elements onto my bag. So there's that second egg that I was talking about that I stamped and then added some ink to it. I decided I was going to put the little bunny ears on this chick, and that part of the bag is all done. Then I'm going to do the exact same thing with the yellow one. I'm going to take a little piece of acetate here, cut it to size. Just make sure when you're adding the adhesive here that you only put a little bit right where you need it. Otherwise, if there's any sticking out from where the acetate is, you're going to end up having the contents of your treat bag sticking to it. So just be a little careful there. There I'm putting the little chick inside that egg, and I wasn't sure if I wanted the top on his head or sort of lying to the side. I tried it to the left, to the right, and then I ended up putting it right back on top of his head. So he looks like he just hatched. I had a little piece of adhesive there on my acetate, so I just rubbed it off. Now I'm just scoring and adding my adhesive. And you can see that I just did 2, but you could make many at the same time and do it assembly line style. You could maybe get some of your kids to help you. A really fun and quick and easy project. And again, like I said, you can use this for many other occasions. I did take some of that, paper grass you get around Easter time, and I stuffed that into the bags. I will be stuffing some Easter eggs in there as well, but I didn't want to open the bag of eggs, and you guys know why. Because once you open that bag of eggs, that's it, you start eating them. So my bag is closed until it's time to actually fill these and give them away. Just putting a little piece of ribbon on each little bag. Had a little bit of trouble getting the ribbon to look exactly how I wanted it, but you really don't have to fuss too much. And then I just took a pair of scissors. I have a pair of scissors that's only for ribbon so that they stay nice and sharp. So I pulled that out and I just trimmed the edges a little bit, and then that bag is done. And I'll do the same thing to the other bag, just tying some ribbon on it. So thank you very much for watching this video. I know it's a little bit last minute and very close to Easter, but maybe this is going to inspire you to make some little Easter treat bags for your loved ones. Thanks a lot for watching. A full list of supplies and links can be found below this video on YouTube or on my blog.